Hey, Bobby here. And did you ever ask yourself, why do girls really fall for jerks? Well, that's what we're going to discuss in this video. The real reason that women are so attracted to them. Because you know what? More than likely, it's not the reason that you think. See, if you're like I was, you might have assumed that the reason that girls are attracted to jerks or guys that you might call a player or a bad boy is because girls are attracted to their sort of alpha male characteristics, right? These guys are often louder, they're maybe funnier, better looking, more athletic, or just maybe like more outgoing, more confident than I was. That's, what I would think. And sometimes, of course, sometimes that was true. These guys were like that, right? But most of the time, these guys were sort of just ordinary guys, right? With one extraordinary superpower. What was that superpower that these guys had over girls? Why did girls chase them, right? First, it's important to know what really causes a girl to fall for a guy, or even to become kind of obsessed with him. If you ever seen a girl just get kind of wrapped around a guy's finger, what causes that? Because it's not what you think. When most guys imagine a girl falling in love with someone, in our head, because of the movies and stuff, we imagine puppy dogs and ice cream and candlelit dinners. That's sort of our imagination of love. And they think that they need to kind of, come along and sweep her off her feet with romantic, chivalrous, kind of behavior, these long, intimate conversations where you really get to know each other. No, you don't. That isn't what works. Read and, listen to this carefully, right? A girl falls in love with you when she's away from you thinking about you. Now listen again and again. A girl falls in love with you when she's away from you thinking about you. This is something that very, very few guys get. And once you do, you can tap into that same superpower as the other guys that she normally chases. See, love doesn't happen. It doesn't happen when you're with somebody, right? It doesn't happen in that over candlelit dinners. It happens when you're away from them and you can't stop thinking about them. It happens when you're at home and you're replaying conversations in your head over and over again. It happens when you're sitting around with your friends and you're analyzing their behavior, when you're constantly sitting around staring at your phone waiting for them to call, and when they don't call, you're super nervous and you're just out of your mind. This is the superpower that jerks have over girls. Their erratic, confusing behavior has women constantly thinking about them. Jerks have a way of sneaking into a girl's mind and sort of, kind of just taking control of her thoughts with all that confusion. It's almost like they hijack a girl's mind. And this is why she'll suddenly start ignoring or breaking up with a nice guy to be with a jerk. You see, nice guys don't finish last because girls, hate nice behavior. Nice guys finish last because they don't give girls anything to analyze, anything to obsess over, or any of that certainty or confusion that girls really want. So what does this mean for you? If you want to tap into that same superpower as these guys do, you don't need to kind of imitate the rude alpha male behavior. If that's not your personality type, that's fine. But you do need to provide her things to obsess over. Here's the most important thing to understand. Super important. If you can get a girl thinking about you when you're not around, you can make her fall in love with you. Remember that. How do you do it? Well, if you haven't watched my video where I talk about the scrambler, I really, really suggest that you do. I teach kind of a weird mind game called the scrambler that forces a girl to sit around and obsess over you. It gets her spinning her wheels in her head over and over again where she can't stop thinking of you. And what you're going to learn also in this video is what I call the 4 horsemen of the chase. What gets her chasing you? Because harnessing the full superpower that jerks have requires you to understand what women really chase. And I can tell you right now, it's not what you think. So check out the video, learn the scrambler, and stop saying women just want jerks, right? Without understanding that there's actually a reason women want jerks. They actually crave something, and that something is, unpredictability, confusion, anticipation. That's what they're getting out of jerks. So if you can learn to give a woman that, you will get the same response that these guys get. So check out the video.